Alright, let's get a summoning stone for Doctor.
So I have a question. I guess I don't understand why you're having people stack on the inner ring or the outer inner ring, right?
Correct.
Why?
Um, because I did notice that sometimes, especially more in the case of ranged, that they were hanging back at some points, and I think that's just a wasted DPS loss. Because odds are, if everyone's stacked up and melee are focusing predominantly on sidestepping and picking up the orbs as they come in, everyone is getting the buff because it's a sort of AoE when you trigger it. Then that one person or two people in range having to get their own buffs, and we can maximize the amount of damage we're putting out in that phase.
The important things don't get an incorrect orb though, because if we're stacked, it'll blow up the whole side.
Yeah, I mean you're running into some very scary potential.
No, I mean that's the strat on that. Everybody stacks in basically 2 melee, collect all the orbs from 3 lanes.
So I don't know if you guys noticed this, but the orbs are telegraphed before they come in. The little pool that spawns like near the boss's feet will be the color of the orb that's coming in. So there should be no issues with getting the right colored orb.
What do you think of having the melee focus on damaging and the tanks pick up the orbs?
I mean, that's fine by me, but the more people we have doing it, melee being the most optimal in general, then the quicker we can get to 10 stacks. Because obviously the tanks are only going to be able to get one at a time, whereas if we have melee doing it just in general with no penalty really for moving, we can be getting 2 at a time.
So what I've seen done on this is the whole group will stack on this rung that I'm jumping on, and the tank on each side will stand out on this rung, and the tank's focused on getting the far left lane. The melee doing it's focused on getting either the mid lane or the far right lane, and then the group will, someone else that's just in the stacked group will get the mid lane or the far right lane.
The far lane, does that even matter? Like those orbs won't be shared to anyone standing on the inner ring, right?
It's 5 yards, so I'm not. All right, I believe it's 5 yards. It's either 3 or 5. It may be. I'm
The
not
outer
sure.
ring won't matter. No.
But in Mythic, we definitely will have to do that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we got to have a whole new strat for Mythic.
All right.
Well, I'm
You can't
comfortable
have-
with the explanation. Let's do this. That was close. Doc, your mic is queued.
Sorry, my computer's like self-destructing.
Don't die, Doc. Don't die.
Jay, could this be the fight where it helps to be colorblind?
Cut the blue
Doctor,
wire.
are you good to pull, or do you need to be swapped out?
I think I'm okay.
Okay. All right, everyone's ready. Make sure you're flasked. And we can count it down. Infusion.
Did you pull aggro, Tank?
I mean, it's fell now. I didn't pull before.
Be dancing.
Yeah, didn't your side get slammed first?
Nope, Holy did.
Sort it out after the attempt.
We're inside. Let's get the stacks up high.
Infusion.
Hold those
coming.
interrupts next time, please.
Light infusion. Readjust. Infusion. Watch your sides.
Careful, Doc. Wrong side. Wipe it up. Stack up on the boss in that fell zone.
We have wipe recovery, so no need to release.
So I'm confused. What's knocking
So-
me back?
At which point?
That's what I don't get. I've never seen the knockback before.
If you're on fell side, there is someone with a bomb and melee on fell side who blew up. And they didn't jump. That's probably what it was.
So that
I
like
got,
would have killed me if I didn't
sorry.
have heroic leap. Is that something we're planning on doing? Because I heard something about the
No,
tanks.
it was a melee that had bomb that just ignored it, didn't jump down the hole.
Was it me? Because I took a lot of damage from
Yeah,
that knockback.
it was you. I wasn't gonna call you up by name. I was just gonna.
Well,
that's
I
who it
didn't even
was.
see a debuff on me, so I wasn't sure if it was me or not.
I saw Leopard got killed by Hammer Creation at the beginning. I didn't think that I was on the opposite side. Was that my fault?
Were you fell side at the start?
Yeah, I was at the fell side.
Yeah, that's a tank issue. I think Tank Tough pulled aggro off me.
No, it looks like you died on the holy side and you took the holy hammer while you had fell infusion. So you may have chose the wrong side. It looks like on my my list here.
That is correct.
So I was like right here, and then I got obliterated.
It was turned the right way, and I don't know why you got instant killed.
Yeah, I definitely only took the second fell hammer.
Same here.
Oh well.
Good
All
first
right,
attempt.
that
there,
shouldn't
guys.
happen.
Yep. Things look solid on people moving, so keep it up.
Ah, fuck me. That sucks.
All right, everyone's ready? Infusion. Position behind the marker. As, you too.
We're gonna hold this and punch through. Keep blasting. Just like Power of a Woman.
Break 30. We wipe.
All right.
Infusion.
Nice, great damage.
Position behind the marker, guys. Infusion.
Let's get Zal out, please.
I have Trank if you need it. Let me know.
Trank. Shout. Infusion.
Watch your feet. Few dead. Don't step on the carcasses if they're wrong color.
Phil, stack up. Athena VE. Infusion.
Get behind me, please.
Pause too if you forgot. Just keep pushing damage. Make sure you're absorbing damage when you can on those hammers.
It's big push to get these orbs, guys. 17%. No miss pickups. Make sure you stick to your color and stack. Keep an eye on those health stones too if you need to use them. Infusion.
Getting you up, ice in 3.
Okay.
Head on.
Shay, too far.
Just keep pushing.
Can a warlock bring me up on fell side?
After bomb, I can.
Okay.
I got you.
Start rolling personal defensives.
I have Trank. I'll Trank after this.
Okay. Infusion.
Check your feet.
Good
Nice.
shit.
There we
Well
go.
done, guys.
Dibs on trinket.
Trinket's all yours.
Motherfucker.
Just kidding, it's mine.
Well done, guys. Great adjustments.
Wow, those leather gloves are quite nice.
Side grade for roll up, right?
Yes.
That'd be a pretty good world PvP trinket.
Oh, I got the first mastery ring.
Nilmot, res me, quick, go.
Where you at?
Right in front of you. Go forward. Keep walking.
Oh, no, line of sight.
I hate you.
Way too fast.
Thanks. Is that the old T or the new tier? The Yvonne.
Who, me?
Mm-hmm.
I have 2 pieces of each.
Upper, is your RC off again? Shows your offline or RC loot council not installed.
Who's that, me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, I'm looking at it now. I rolled, I just off-spec'd it.
It says you're not even on there.
Are we jumping off? Oh, I guess I can jump off.
Crush, are you ML?
Yeah, I don't know why.
I just realized I couldn't do
Definitely
anything.
you at some point.
Can you pass it to me, or?
Let's see if this works.
Well, it break my tier, so I can't use it. So I'm going to relog and see if that fixes it.
Re-up the RC session. Should be able to loot and...
Yep, we're going to redo RC,
Damn,
guys.
those
So
hands,
sorry
dude.
for the spam. Just re-roll, please. Remember, if you're rolling up on your tier from normal to heroic, it's a side grade. Yeah, Pandem is drunk, everybody, so just keep that in mind. So extra eyes on him, please, the entire night.
Extra eyes.
Extra dies.
Extra die. No, fuck you.
Hurry up,
Don't say
hurry up.
that.
Get the elevator. Oh, y'all missed it.
Crush, I can't loot any of this stuff. You'll have to come back up and do it.
I'm right here.
Oh, cool.
Oh shit! I didn't make it.
Oh, fuck.
Elevators are hard.
Dude, like it doesn't stop; it just instantly goes.
But those orbs don't hurt.
But Kill Jaden only has 2 bill of health right there. Why can't he have that on the last platform too?
He buffs up on his ship.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was saying. Is why can't
He
he be
snorts
like
the coke,
that
man.
here?
No, don't worry about it, Tank Tough. My threat sucked on that first pull. I was thrown off from the pre-pull and just kind of sitting there dumbfounded why my melee attacks weren't going off.
Why the hell can I get off this elevator?
It's a trap.
No mod, is that your 2-piece or what is it?
It'll be my 3-piece.
No, I was thrown off by these raid markers. Aren't I usually blue?
Yeah, I don't even want to talk about it.
You should blame the raid markers for that wipe.
I'm usually star.
Hey, I just need to get an algae pill right back, okay?
Okay.
Grats, no mod.
But that was Arendar.
Oh, that was Arendar. But I was gratzing on the Titan Ford.
I was about to say, yeah.
Oh, damn.
Congrats, Arendar.
What'd you get?
930.
Nice.
Whatever, higher eye oval makes it harder to parse.
Okay. So heroic changes for this fight. One of the easier things to deal with is going to be the buffed shadow blades that come out at the boss's hip.
What the fuck?
What's going to happen now is that whenever they hit their targeted player, they will drop a purple AoE on the ground. So melee, if that gets targeted on you, you're now going to pick one of the sides, left or right of the boss, and just drop it along that wall, going as far back as you need to. You can start further away if you can get out there. Just try to keep it right along that line. Ranged, you're just going to move to the back wall as far as you can, away from any issues that we'll have with the Maiden or having people to just try to keep it out of the middle of the room, give us space. Another thing that happens in Phase 1 is going to be something called Touch of Sargeras. It'll be 3 AoE circles that we'll need to soak with as many people as we can. There's usually like one in melee range-ish, like one towards the middle and one like further back in range. So we're going to split the groups a little bit for each of those marks, like basically going from the boss to where we are now. We'll have 3 groups set up for each sort of front, middle, and then back for those soaks. And that is pretty much it for Phase 1 changes. Phase 2, we still have the Dark Mark to deal with. Anytime the boss is in lava in Phase 2, he will gain a stacking buff to his Seer, which is just the sort of soft enrage passive AoE that's going on in Phase 2. So tanks will just have to make sure that we can no longer tank him in lava and get him out of lava as quick as possible. And then we will also have something called black winds that will happen, which are basically tornadoes that will spawn at the edges of the room and then move across our platform. If you get hit by it, you take a nasty debuff, get knocked up in the air, and combined with other things can probably be pretty fatal. So need to avoid those. And yeah, that's pretty much it, the same changes. Switch to the Maiden when she gets the shield. And yeah, any questions?
What is melee doing again?
So the Shadow Blades now spawn an AoE when they hit their target hog. So if you're melee, you want to make sure you're putting it against the wall to his left or right that we're looking at.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, and if you're thinking about how those actually interact, if they spawn on the left side, you should be aiming to put them on the left side so they don't go kind of zigzag across the rest of the melee. If they spawn on the right side, aim to get on the right side if possible, which makes it way simpler.
If melee stands in the middle, if you don't have the dagger, you should be fine because nothing should be going across.
Generally, we don't want to be too heavily clumped. It makes it much harder to avoid the puddles. But yeah, you don't want to be on the far right as far back as possible and have to cut way left.
Oh, also about the puddles. I've just been walking straight backwards, making the line. Is that how we're supposed to drop those?
Sorry, say it again. I was setting up some groups.
Oh, I when I have the puddles, I just walk straight backwards and drop them kind of in a line.
Yeah, I mean, there's no like perfect scenario, but I think the issue more we had is people not moving out of them instantly, right? So then you're taking damage you don't need to be taking. So as long as you're not running into other people and you're moving instantly once the debuff comes out or the spell starts firing, that's all we can really focus on. I don't think we need to micromanage it too much.
Cool, I'm ready.
Cool, just setting up some group stuff. Okay, so group 1, that is going to be the Touch of Sargeras that is closest to the boss. Group 2 will be sort of the middle range one, and group 3 will be the back range one. Tanks, I'm not exactly sure. It should be okay for you guys to stick in one, but I'm kind of leaving you out just in case if you have Desolate or we can't move Maiden. I just don't want to rely on you guys needing to be there. So if you can get one, great. If not, don't worry about it. Obviously, that might change depending on how much damage these do, but I think this should work. And locks, you guys have one less person because you guys are so darn tanky. And you got ice block and.
Do we really only have 4 melee?
5, 6 melee.
We're
6 melee,
missing
2 tanks.
We're missing Hypno and Beacon.
Are there tornadoes in phase 2?
Yes.
In Rogue? Okay.
So I was watching the world first kill video and they had their melee split up very specifically. Is there a way
Yeah.
we can just get all the melee to be assigned to one of these? There's 5 of them. There's 5 of these little beam things. Could we just have everyone on their own? That way we'll.
What are you talking about? Are you talking about
There's a
mythics?
little trailer thing that spawns behind you and you have to run in circles. And if we split our melee up very in specific manner, like I said, I watched the world first video and
Right.
they had basically 2 per sector, but we have 5 people and we
So
can
unbound case is what you're talking about. I don't think
Yes.
it's an issue that we need to micromanage it that much. I trust you guys to not run into each other. You guys don't need to all be stacked up the entire fight. You can be kind of around the boss where you need to be, and adjust. And a lot of you guys have leaps or whatnot you can use. Since you'll be in the closer dark pack, you shouldn't have to use it to get out that much.
One of the big things is you don't have to blow like speed ups or anything to get out of it. And if you blow speed ups, there's a good chance you'll run it over somebody who's slower than you because you'll overtake them.
Yeah, but let's dive into this. Let's see how it goes.
Or I'm starting on the bus.
Yep. I got Maiden.
Remember, we're trying to get as much damage out in this first phase as possible. So keep that Maiden damage when she doesn't have the shield to an absolute minimum. Watch your dots. All right, everyone's ready.
I'll drop the toy near the door.
Let's get Doc out, please. Make this a good attempt, at least for number 1.
There's the touches. It didn't spawn exactly how I wanted. Make sure you guys are moving. Melee, none of you are moving. Come on. There's a shadowy blades. Come on, King. Gotta take that back of the room. Touch of Sargeras. Find some puddles.
Main's up. Let's go.
Oh, cleansing protocol. Gotcha. Okay, so it seems like the Touch of Sargeras are like left, center, and right. Does that seem correct to people?
Agreed.
Okay.
Release. Don't have a recovery. Very short run back.
Somebody laughing
That
at
was
us?
weird.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
I know I died there. I was running behind you. And I ran right into your thing.
Yeah, I think the left, center, right should clear up people being stacked too much in center. Give us a second to switch up some groups.
I think I missed a couple letters there, Stern.
Yeah, I think you did too, dude. Maybe we're both just having fucking strokes, because it read perfectly fine to me.
Okay, so the people in the groups are saying the same thing. We'll just do group 1 is left, group 2 is center, and then group 3 is right. And I forgot one person. Hold on. There we go. Remember, those shadowy blades come out pretty quickly, so just make sure if that's on you that you're moving to the back of the room. And make sure if it's not on you that you're not in the line of sight of it. Or you're not in the path of it, rather. Alright, everyone's ready. Let's give it a pull. So Reigns, make sure you're favoring your side.
Tuck it in. Come on,
Wrong
Melee. Some of y'all
wrong
miss.
side, Impaling. Shadowy blades. Resto Shaman is out.
One Maiden.
Impaling, it looked like you were still on the boss on that. Especially as far away as you are. Maiden had the shield up. Make sure you guys are switching.
So with the 3 puddles we gotta soak.
Mhm.
You said there's groups front, middle. Is there always gonna be one up front that the melee is supposed to go to, or you said you only need 3 people? And you've set up these back groups, but I've heard people call for melee to go to them. Are we supposed to be breaking off at all times? I mean, you and all 6 of us to go back, or?
They're not back groups. The 1, 2, 3 is left, middle, right. So generally, most of the middle is somewhere, or sorry, most of the group 2 is somewhere towards the middle in terms of like not distance from boss, but you know, at far left, mid, and right. We've got you know, the puddles to be soaked will generally for the middle be closest to the boss. But it's not like you're falling back to clear the room or anything like that.
Yeah, no, do you have a repair bot? Nice, thank you.
There's a hammer back here.
Remember that Maiden's got to get banged away at. Got quite a few people that had less than 1% on Maiden. Impale has nil, a few others. Just got to be rotating and quick. I know Big Wigs has notification at 75%, 90%, and then again when she actually fills, and you can see your cast bar if you got V turned on for any nameplates.
Sorry.
When do you want us to swap to her?
As soon as she casts the shield.
All right.
It's top priority.
Same as
right now.
normal.
Okay, I never noticed the shield. Is that like the thing that the Sisters of the Moon do, where we got to whittle it off of her before she explodes?
Mhm.
Right.
And she casts it when she reaches full energy. So you could keep track of how soon it's going to come up from her, health bar on the right of your screen.
All right. I'll put her on focus.
So if you want to dot her up or something before the shield activates.
There's a hammer behind us as well. Make sure you repairs him. Give us a second while I sort one more thing out.
How much damage do the puddles do?
The Touch of Sargeras puddles?
Yeah.
7 million divided by however many people are in there.
I think I may actually be able to solo soak every one on my side. I'm not sure.
I'd rather be up than we lose one. Well, everyone needs to be learning it. I know later on we'll be aiming to cheese it up a bit in Mythic, some feints and cloaks and all that kind of fun stuff. But
Right, I was mainly gonna say
Yeah.
if I could solo soak the middle one, that way no melee would have to ever move.
all right, let's head on a swivel. Let's get Maiden down a little bit better this time. That's a big focus this time. Is to since we're getting through soaks half decently and fewer or less orb damage. Let's make sure we're rotating a Maiden nice and quick. Go ahead and count up. Touch up.
Maiden shield soon.
For touches.
Shields up.
Swap.
Good job.
Maiden quick. Rotate back.
Blades. Touches up.
Shield soon.
Alright, shield is up. Switch to Maiden.
Don't ignore blades. Let's go off Maiden. As soon as that ding comes, we should be switching. You'll remember your group 2 towards center. Wipe tanks down. Out of healing rains. Stop heals. Eat these shadows.
You want to play P2 a little bit?
And get a soul stone on me.
No, we're wiping.
I guess we can't use it, right? Since
It's down.
combat already. Yeah.
Quick enough for him back.
Okay, so explain again how we know that she's doing her shield. I know when she's casting.
Her full energy bar. If you have her on focus, you can look at her like mana bar or energy bar. When it's full, she pops her shield.
Yep.
So I always do when there's like looks like 10% left. I'll just switch and start building combo points for a dot or something.
You don't want to do
just
damage
make
to
my way
her
over
though,
there.
unless you can avoid it.
Well,
I mean, the
not-
damage on her is extremely forgiving. Like you have to do an entire 25% of her health bar to fuck it up, which is 500 million damage.
Yeah, well, I just build common points so when she gets full, I can just shadow step and start DPSing.
I mean, you saw how hard we have to hit her to get like 3% of her life off during that channel.
Remember group 2, Hog, Nilaz, Leopard, Zalkan should be somewhere near the center. So if you're looking at where the boss is between tunnel 2 and 4 as well, the Shadow Blade is pretty important, so you can't be forced to cross the entire room. Make sure Shadow Blades are good, going from left to right if you have a bad spawn. Might be juice to hug the wall on one side, but can screw you in the long run. So let's get those right.
And that's for soaking.
Positional, it's more important for Shadow Blades. Soaks will be easier to get to as well, and those are quite important, especially as we lose folks getting deeper and deeper.
Oh, well, the number of the legs, I guess you can call them, from left to right. The second one, whenever I death from above, it ports me right to that second one.
That leg, like the tunnel?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, so between that one and 2 and 4, basically, if you think of where the tunnels are coming out.
Oh, yeah.
That's a great area for y'all to be in if you're group 2.
Yeah, I can do that.
So if you're thinking about Shadow Blades and you're way on the left and it spawns way on the right, you're going to be cutting across melee to get out. So if you're in center, you can get to the right side or left side for Shadow Blades if you need to.
Good attempt though, overall. Got pretty deep there. Before he healed, of course. So now it looks like we only did 7% damage. Fucking Blizzard.
Let's count it up.
Blades out.
Maiden shield soon.
Touch.
Shield coming up. Switch.
One thing.
Better res him.
Blades.
Respect. Watch your cleaves where they're at.
Blades. Touches out.
Maiden and shield soon.
Shields up.
I'm gonna try.
Yeah. Well done. Touch of Sargeras coming.
Maiden and shield soon.
Shield. Blades unstrewn.
Let's find a corner, head on swivel. Dark marks are very important here. Healers should be able to avoid dark marks, make this a little less stressful. Tornado is always going to be moving.
Dark marks.
Didn't have enough in the back. Melee's got to help on this.
Alright, go ahead and wipe it up. Nimla, you got a toy?
Yep.
I'll make it helps it down here.
I remember it working in normal. I'm
Okay.
not sure though.
I'll buy it.
It's worth a shot, I guess.
If you're way the fuck back in ranged with a mark on you, you probably just need to run it forward, because otherwise no one will get back to you.
Yeah, we're gonna fix that up a bit so it's a little easier and less travel time for all involved.
Oh, didn't work.
It's not a lot of fun.
There's some progress.
Oh, I think the way we did it is that we dropped it like right there where we res. And that's how we did it in normal, I think, maybe.
Top of the hour. Let's take a quick 5-minute break. Stretch, grab some water, just review logs if you need to. All that kind of fun stuff.
So for the record, If you go into the corners, you lose track of where you are behind Avatar, and you can get hung up in the corner. So just be careful when you're down there.
In phase 2, or are you talking about phase 1?
In phase 1, when the puddle shits were following me, I went down into the corner and I was gonna like run it up along the wall. And I lost track of my character behind Avatar. Like,
Oh, because he's so. I see what you're saying. Okay.
yeah, so there I was running along the front edge, and all of a sudden I disappeared, and I had to make that corner, and I got hung up in that corner, and the little poop shits things blew me up.
All right, who's back? He's coming down.
Sorry, I'm here. I was typing.
Ben is here. Eating food. Also fasting.
You see that, Jake? That's how it's done. When someone gratses you, you thank them.
Do what? When did somebody grats me and I didn't thank them?
This is the worst my transmog's ever looked. Like, I'm giving Tank Top a run for his money here.
That is serious. Gotta hurry up and kill this boss.
It's really bad.
Transmog mount.
I know, right? Got all these skeletons. Oof.
Where did all these puppies come from?
Seem to be Athena's.
No, you can't eat one.
Why are there so many pugs?
Why is one bigger than the other?
That's what she said.
It's a
Yeah, the one
family
with
of
the bow
pugs.
tie on
Is it only the cats that'll sit in your lap?
I will if you pay me enough.
Sorry, was everyone ready? Oh, impaling is AFK. Well, that's unfortunate.
You can't sit in his lap. It's my lap.
So this is what I leveled up to 25 from last week's weekly. Molten Corgi. What
Yo,
up?
Jack.
Alright, we'll pull him in when he's back.
Ready check for pull?
He was here. He was talking in slash so.
He's saying he's here. Can you not hear him?
I just responded to him. Everyone's ready? Let's get going. Much better tuck your hand. Keep it up. Hit on a swivel. Blade's coming. Gotta get those to the walls.
Maiden and shield soon.
Or you can hold Maiden at center instead of far back. Easier to run. Touches
Shield
up. Keep moving. Left side missed.
Blades out.
Maiden and shield soon.
Keep it up.
Shield.
Let's get Bandu up. After the big explosion.
Waiting to happen.
Cool.
Trank.
Maiden and shield soon.
Capturing realities.
Onward short on the shield. Close.
Fallen Avatar
Good
is gonna
Avatar.
kill Maiden. Kill Maiden. Kill Maiden.
Transition soon. Come on, everything on Maiden. Punch her all the way down. 100 mil left. Easy kill. Touches are still up. It's a pretty healthy point to push a phase. So we're gonna tunnel. Let's bring her back to middle this next time. Should be pretty easy adjust.
Yeah, so for those of you that didn't know, the boss was at like 94, and he slowly gains like 1 every couple seconds, so just trying to prevent the boss from healing as much as possible.
What do you mean bring it back to middle?
We had the entire raid on the far right wall, and we had folks that couldn't sprint across the room to get to touches. So I'm talking about, the rest of the raid needs to bring it back to middle, resets essentially, if we get pushed far right.
Yeah, because we got the touch of Sargeras at the end.
Wasn't Maiden soaking a beam over there though?
Yeah, I'm talking
Yeah,
about
so-
the rest of raid. All the raid was
Oh,
is
just
the
the
right
raid
wall.
positioning. I gotcha. Not Maiden.
Yeah, yeah.
Why did we switch to Maiden though? I don't get that.
Because any of her health that is still on her when we collapse gets soaked back into the boss. Boss is at 94 energy, 100 energy breaks anyways. So if we tunnel Maiden, turn around and save us 200 mil, that's 200 mil less on the boss.
Well, it's
Why don't we
actually
just
more than
take
that because
two-
it's percent based. So if 7% on her is actually 14, it's like the equivalent of double her health gets added onto Avatar because he has double her health. So like 200 mil on Maiden, if he consumes her, will add 400 mil onto Avatar.
That makes sense. Because it's 1-for-1, why would we change our positioning to do it? But if it's 2-to-1.
Yeah, it's percent based gain.
When he does rupture realities and Maiden's like halfway, do you want us to stay and soak the rupture to kill the shield, or run out and then run back in after the rupture?
So at that point, the boss should be getting pulled backwards. Or
Yeah, the tank
boss,
should
sorry.
position Maiden away from the rupture.
Okay,
If I'm
so
not
like
doing that,
last
I'll
time.
watch for it.
And I don't know if range is ranging themselves on the boss during rupture, but where my lock gate's at, if you're at full health, it'll only do like 60% of your health bar at my lock gate. So like if you're ranging yourself, you don't have to be much further than like where I'm jumping, and you won't take a lot more.
It's good to know.
You ready?
Yeah, we're good to go.
Was there no tank in range?
Right.
I thought I was in range, but
Yeah, it's a melee hit. Let's go get Az up. Get him punch from boss again. Blade's coming.
This is the mythic strat.
We should probably tell Az though if we're gonna do that.
I'm gonna trank this.
No.
Maiden's up. Get moving. A little close.
Healing rain's down in those 2 touches right there. If you can clip it.
Maiden shield soon.
Shield is up. Alright. Touch with Sir Jairus.
Much better that time on mid.
You got her, tank?
Yeah.
Wipe. Tank's down. Stack in purple. We don't have to be rest. Hug the boss.
Did you mean do I have him?
Yeah, him.
Right. Yeah. I must have accidentally taunted her, but let's see how I died.
But likewise, I need to get her off you.
Yeah, it's kind of tricky. Like they hit really hard, and so if we're not like perfect on our transition, only a couple of melees from each of them can kill us pretty easily. And my bad about that, as it's soaking a thing. Thought I was in range.
As he needs disclosure.
What's that? Sorry, I'm looking at logs.
I just need you to accept my apology.
It's okay, Tank Def.
Is this a forcible, like an enforced acceptance of apology?
No, I mean, I just, you also need to make sure to keep shield block up if you're going to tank the boss.
Hey, I can switch to my
Good
DPA
idea.
if you get
Will do.
troubles, dude.
Okay, so that means I'm not it for having a soak shit.
Not it. What do you mean playing tag?
I'm just saying not it.
For touches, it's more important that you
Right.
take a melee over a touch.
Well, just for
You're off the hook.
consistency. For consistency, no more touches.
Hey, Nilbot, can I bother you for repair bot again?
Okay, now you're just making me feel bad.
Melee, try to save the use of your Hellstones for those Unbound Chaos when you're running away. It's a good time to use them.
Jeeves is down.
Yeah, make sure everyone repairs.
Yeah, a couple of highlights from last poll was the Unbound Chaoses. We had a lot of folks clumping, whereas the last couple of cleaner polls seems like folks were keeping a nice eye on the bars and doing a bit of a spread beforehand, so you weren't bumping into your neighbors too hard when those came out. So let's keep an eye on when those are coming out. Go left, go right around the boss and do a little better in terms of making it easy on folks. It's just unnecessary damage when we are hurting ourselves like that. Yeah, be the old man yelling at kids on your lawn, basically. All right, check up again. Plus.
Don't backpedal, Doctor. Turn and run.
Maiden shield soon.
Touch first.
Shields up.
Blades out.
At that point, Pandem, just go to the edges of the room in the back.
Okay.
Maiden shield soon.
Shield up.
Maiden shield soon.
Shield.
Keep punching back to falling.
Looking really strong, guys. Keep it
Great
up.
energy as well. Ice, Mike.
Sorry.
Touches up. Don't miss these.
Maiden shield soon.
Big push here.
Trank. Did extra damage on the boss.
Keep punching the boss. Pots too. Let's get these way down. Excellent 4-phase. Let's keep it up. Remember, dark marks need to be dropped near melee so we can get some help. Marking 8. Head on a swivel. Don't get chased.
Hiding.
After explosion, let's get Az and Zala up, please.
V. It's white.
By the way, on that, he needs to be in the other corner because he's going to destroy the last little square that's in the middle of the room.
I have battle res, so everyone die quick and I can raid recovery.
So believe if you have him on the most outermost corner of everything, you actually end up with the fifth little square in the middle of the room.
Yeah, Leopard, I had trouble reaching Zala as well.
Resing. Oh my god, I res down below?
Struan,
Oh,
you're
wait,
saying
wait.
don't stop him at the edge of the lava that he carved
little
out,
example.
but go all the way.
Yeah, think
a bit
about it
further.
like a square, right? You want top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right. Because I've seen, I believe that's what they're using. I saw like on that final kill from like Alpha and shit, they have a fifth tiny little square as a platform in the middle. So they actually got 5 platforms instead of 4.
Yeah, if you're looking at what we have set up here, it's going to be more movement for melee, but we'll guarantee a fifth, essentially, if we can have him on each of the corners instead.
Yeah.
We'll end up in Skull at the end, and we'll all stack up nice and tight for that kind of last percent.
Yeah, on that
if we
one,
need it.
after I said it, I realized it. The first break actually cleared the center anyway.
Yeah, there's enough overlap that we could have bought some more space, essentially. Easy cleanups. That was a great push. Great 4-phase as well. Need to clean up on bounds a little bit more, though. Nil, did you miss Ruptured? It looks like you didn't get out.
Yeah, I was going to see if my shield could take
explosion.
more of it, but it just ate my face.
Gotcha.
Can you immune those knockups, the marks? Like, does Ice Block, Bubble, that kind of shit stop them?
Dark Bend?
Yeah. Whatever it is that marks everybody up in the second phase.
Yeah, the 3 marks go out as Dark Bend.
And immunities, like, block those?
It didn't seem to do so for Turtle, but I don't have an immunity, so I can't really call yes no.
Yeah, as a good point. Don't forget Defile Augment Runes. Good time to use them.
Also, I did get to check on that, and I can solo soak a mark. I don't know if, do you want me to change my build into just solo soaking one of them every time or no?
No, I think we're doing pretty well with where we're sitting.
I mean, unless if it's not a DPS loss, then I would say go for it. But
It's just a mobility loss. It doesn't affect damage at all.
I mean, it's up to you.
Yeah, I'm reading that someone that immunities do allow you to solo soak them.
So yeah, I mean, Struan, go for it.
So he's gonna soak the melee one in the middle, is that what I'm hearing?
I'll just try and, whichever one I can get to, I'll try and solo soak.
What do you mean by get to? Like, you have to be targeted by it in order to solo soak it.
No, I'm talking about the Touch of Sargeras.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I
can
thought you were talking
solo
about
soak
phase 2.
those, yeah. Sorry, I said Mark, but it's the Touch of Sargeras.
Oh, I don't know if those could be solo soaked.
They can. I did.
Or, I mean, yes, I solo soak them, but I don't know if immunities work on them. So yeah, disregard everything I've said. I thought you were talking about phase 2.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'll be able to solo soak everyone, but I should be able to get at least 2, I think.
Don't forget the feast.
I have a chat macro for I'm solo. Just if you see me spamming it, just don't step on the one that I'm on. Just a waste of everyone else's health pool.
Does it shout the lyrics to "Here I Go Again"?
Here I go again on my own.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Bravo.
All right, everyone's ready.
Maiden shield soon.
We lost Crush. DC maybe.
I'm gonna track this one, Ice.
Okay.
Maiden shield.
No one else feel like they're half retarded tonight.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Did you just spin in a circle?
Who, me?
Yeah, and die to the unbound.
No, I was doing my normal little routine, and then you're like, "Oh, shield soon." I'm like, "Oh, I better turn the other way to get into this," and I walked right into fucking hog.
It's okay. I went to use my fun little macro and realized that it wasn't in /s the first time.
Yeah, dude, people can't be reading raid chat.
I think I'm back. Hopefully. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, Struan, can you edit your macro for me? I need to receive a text message.
And a phone call. And 2 emails.
Do you want me to just use this one instead?
What is that?
Give us a half second here.
Yeah, I'm not gonna try and go out of my way to solo soak him. It'll just be useful for if no one's over there, or if she's casting, like 2 polls ago, she is casting cleansing protocol on the far left lane, and there was one on the far right side. So like for that, it will be useful, I think.
I'm surprised you can solo soak that.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw it. Only knocked me down to like 38% health.
Yeah, I was waiting to heal you in case you were low.
Yeah, I mean, Affliction Warlock, if the DPS on this wasn't so tight, I could just rock Pride as and soak it with no defensives or anything.
Go get your break in, water stretch, all that kind of stuff. Apologies, we gotta take care of something real quick.
Yeah, Kian, that passive shield basically gives me like a 5.5 million health pool. So, like any type of reduction lets me solo soak it.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yep.
There we go.
Pandem, don't worry, I edited it for you.
Show. That's a good one. He's got piercings and everything. What are there's dots or piercings, right?
No, just
You got a Jacob's ladder going on?
You can't do like the RuneScape style preceding space in chat, or at least in LVI, it like gets rid of it.
I'm just gonna pretend like it's a Jacob's ladder.
for you to climb up the charts on.
Oh, get wrecked.
Sorry, I had to.
Hey, man, you provide the Jacob's ladder, I'll climb up it. No homo.
I think the amount of delay before that comment just completely cancels out that comment anyway.
Can we get a summoning stone down? I think Crouch is still dealing with something.
I found a pretty cool site the other day. It's called Classic Reload. You can play a bunch of DOS games in your browser. You can play Warcraft 1 and Warcraft 2 on it.
Zork?
They have Zork.
How about Space Quest?
Do they have Minecraft?
That's a Java game.
I know.
Slower res.
I was joking. I'm too young to remember DOS.
I like Return to Zork, the one where they filmed people and they had videos in it.
Do they have that robot fighting game? I can't remember what it's called, but I used to play that when I was a kid.
One Must Fall. Is that what you're talking about?
Maybe? I don't know. It's a robot game though. You can fight with robots.
I used to play a little DOS robot game that you had like this little mechanical dog, and you raised it, and then it became this gigantic mecha super monster thing.
Don't ever play that one. This one was just straight up two mechas, and you fought them. but we only had the demo version.
Just
and
personal food.
other ones.
Di, you'll be with the well, Struan, you're still solo soaking.
I can't get all of them though.
Okay.
I tested it. I can only get one every 3 minutes, so I can get 2 throughout the duration of the fight.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna try and time it to where they're ones that most people can't get to anyway.
Struan, do you just want to alternate? Because I
Okay.
can get 2.
Yeah, I mean, I'll get first, you get second, and then everyone just wait for me to say I'm solo again.
Because I
I
can
don't
do.
know what's the
If
cooldown
you
on
want
yours.
to do. If you want to do 1, I can do 2, 3, and then you can do 4.
I don't know if I can do 4. I have 3 minutes in between soloing them.
Isella, did you get personal food?
The only thing I worry about doing that is if we can't get it, then everyone's gonna be relying on us and might not be ready.
Yeah, let's not do that. I'll just grab one if I see it's one that people can't get to. Otherwise, I'm not gonna solo soak them. I'll spam chat if I'm gonna solo them.
So Di, you'll be on the rightmost. There'll be 3 Touch of Sargeras, little green AoEs that come up, and like the rightmost range one is the one you'll be soaking. And then just keep an eye out for Impaling or Struan if they're calling for a solo.
I'll make a macro really quick.
And also, Di, the change to Shadow Blades, if it gets on you, you're just taking it to the edge of the room. Like back here, as far as you can get it away, so it's not where everyone's running.
In melee, remember, if you get it to the edge of the room as far back as you can. We've had quite a few dropped up around the ring on the boss.
Now about that dropping it around the ring at the boss, at least for me, I'm well out of the his hitbox is well out of the way. Not saying that it's a good thing to do, but I can personally stand all the way out of it.
It's not when you're standing there, it's when the people have the little streamer things, man, and they need room to run and they want to stay in the hitbox. So if you have 20% of the hitbox covered up with that stuff, that's 20% less damage on the boss, basically.
Yep, good point. Flasco wearing off.
Tank Duffy still got latency stuff. See in here? Don't look like it. Let's give him a minute. And Di, the big change in phase 2 is that there are tornadoes now you have to dodge, in addition to everything else. And that's one thing I noticed in that last attempt we did, is that, you know, those tornadoes move pretty quickly. So make sure you're keeping your head on a swivel, as we like to say. It's a pretty nasty dot from healing it, that's for sure.
Wait, what do you get a dot from?
Tornadoes.
Oh.
It's a stacking dot too.
Indeed it is.
Yep. Huge downtime as well.
Do we know how many people need to be in the purple circles in the bottom phase?
I'm pretty sure it's just the more people in there, the more spread out it is. I mean, it was already getting people pretty low, even when there's like 3 or 4, so everyone should be moving for it.
2 is a death for sure. 3, you have to be full health, and some pride has to be above 20%.
Okay. I think the debuff said 24 million.
Dungeon Journal says 11 million.
Yeah, so
right, 3 will be
3 people would be close.
So let's get 4 or more. Ideally, everyone.
Okay. One last ready.
Also, the marks don't blow you straight up, right? They
You
blow
are
you off
perfectly
to
in
the side.
center. It seems to be dependent on how far out you are. So the closer to the center, the better it is that you're going straight up. There's no straight up though, but if you're on the edge, you're going way to the side.
Do you take fall damage afterwards?
Mhm. Ideally, you're tucked it in a little bit somewhere in the center and not on the side where we're missing the floor.
Stern, can we cheese that with port, or does that not work?
For the fall damage portion, you can. It's the
Cool.
same way on Maiden too. When you're airborne, you can just port back down to the ground.
See, everyone's ready. It's gonna. Soaks.
Maiden shield soon.
Shield up. Touches up.
Okay. Nice touch. A little too many purple spots out. Make sure we're not taking those out too far.
Shadowy blades coming.
Maiden shield soon.
Remember, Doctor, you gotta soak ours on the left side.
Okay.
Shield, get moving. Still up. Gotta get this down. Ice, Mike.
Yeah, sorry about my mic.
Remember, we scaled up just a bit to make sure P2 is easy. Gotta hit her harder. Panda Bridge is dead. Great touches. Easy fix from that last pull. Let's make sure we get that shield down.
Doctor, you gonna? There we go.
Top of the hour as well. Don't forget to get flasks coming up.
Pan, did I give you enough earlier? You have one for this next hour?
Don't call me out. Shit.
I'm just asking, dude.
Call me out. Fuck. No, I got it.
There, use that one, Pandem.
Healers, throw out what DPS you can.
Maiden shield soon.
Let's get nil mod up.
One touch. Punch him, Maiden. Come on. Push, push. We're behind. There we go. Better.
Maiden shield soon.
Much better on shield. Good switch.
Die, get out.
Remember the Hellstone if you get low.
Tank up.
Don't have battle res.
Wipe. Don't take touches.
Oh, I couldn't get to the thing.
Release. Easy run.
We're looking really good on damage there, guys. 51%, and we hadn't gotten the third shield yet. It's really solid.
Yeah, that's really insane damage, actually.
Yeah, we're doing really well. Partly. Probably because of little number 14. Taking all credit.
because those healers helped us.
Like with that, we'd transition with like 22%. That's nuts.
Yeah, be strong.
Remember when you're running out, don't feel like you have to be back by the door. If you hit this kind of brown outer rim, if you see where orange is, this shouldn't be more than 15-20% of your health. If you get Pride as or whatever else, this golder second kind of inner rim where star is 10% of your health. So judge what you have for health and what you're soaking on magic damage. Make your run back a little easier this next time. Keep twisting those knobs, closer and closer. Make things easier on yourself, just like in Croesus.
Make sure you defiled. Tank Tough is a computer problem, so he's restarting. But methinks he has an SSD, so timing him.
That 5,400 RPM, man.
I get the joke.
I don't get that joke.
Were you here last night, Ice?
I don't think so.
Are you sure? Because we were joking last night.
I didn't get any jokes.
Stomping bosses and not killing Justin off.
I don't know how to use a computer, so.
Good thing you're playing on a calculator, dude.
TI-89, dude. TI-89 plus.
Do we have a repair thinger?
Does it also have 5,400 RPM?
Is that a Texas instrument?
Yeah.
How about a TI-99?
No, Mott, you got a repair? Or...
Last call.
Yeah, back, sorry.
Thanks.
Ooh, Kian. That's pretty rough.
Oh my god. Oh,
Damn.
I'm like the brokest person here. Who do I owe? Oh, Athena.
Athena. Triangles in the back, scrap bot.
Me bud.
Repairs.
Oh, sorry, I was going for the triangle.
Doctor is Kian's new favorite person.
We're gonna drop it a bit. Any poor folks can get in on this one.
How much was that one for? Oh.
5K.
Woof. Facilitating gambling problems. Jeez, Crush.
Ooh,
Rigged?
Zala.
Rigged.
Oh.
Rigged.
Bam! Oh, Crush
What
got
are you
9
talking about?
Oh, did someone write? Huh?
Weird.
Nice roll, Zal. Nice roll, buddy.
Doctor beat me by 3. I hate you, Doctor. That,
Wait.
that 600 gold would have made the bank.
Yeah, it
I
didn't
thought
count
Crush
yours.
won.
Yeah.
Rip.
Well, no, I'll give it to Crush. It's fine.
Then Zal has to
think
give
you
up
need
more.
it, dude.
I feel like Zal has to give up more. He's not going to agree to that.
I mean,
Nah,
Doctor,
Doc
from
needs it.
looking at your transmog, it seems like you're probably the one that could use it, dude.
I'm like the most withered person on this server.
So withered.
All right, opposite direction.
Oh my god, I'm out.
Oh, I do know what happened. I accidentally had a space after the 1 when I entered the 1. Has to be just a single character one.
10,000? You too rich for my blood.
Ice, where you at, dude?
Now people are just trying to give me money like in pity.
Ice, aren't you like the richest dude in the guild?
No, I don't
Yes.
think so. I don't think so. That doesn't sound right. Oh, Arendar! Fuck. Crush
Oh, I like that one.
Damn.
Shit.
Alright, Tank Tough. You alright?
That's like a 10k swing for Crush.
Hold on. What's up, Tank Tough?
I'm kind of pissed because apparently one of my roommates moved my router. I don't know where it is. I went to go reset it and it's fucking not there.
Kill him.
Jesus.
Agreed.
Definitely murder your
Ice,
roommates.
stop in the car. I'll meet you there.
Moral of the story.
Yep.
I mean, I'm
Don't mess
connected
with me,
to it.
Zeller,
It's
or
just,
Demon Routers.
Yo, that's pretty justifiable, honestly.
Pandem,
it's just
I
like,
think you guys would get away with it.
Pandem, I think you need to get in your
Dude,
car
just
too. I'm gonna text Kravitz.
It's for guns, so it's self-defense.
Yeah, let's call the boys up.
Call the boys up. Georgia boys. Midnight Train.
You don't have to physically reboot it. Just sign into it from the gateway IP address.
I did that. But I think depending on the one, it doesn't like, it's not the same.
I mean,
Food
Yeah,
buff.
no.
Tech.
you want to know that your router is physically there.
It's just that like, they bought the printer, I bought the router, it's my router.
Why isn't it in your room?
Dude, just put a Mac filter on it and knock theirs off
I
there.
don't physically know where it is, though. I want to. Anyway.
Tank up food buff, please.
All right. After this, Bernie and I are coming over, and we're gonna take care of this.
We're gonna wire your whole house with Cat 6, right? Inside joke. All right, cool.
All right, pick it up. Everyone's ready. Let's get back to it.
Make sure check your defiled.
I could use Cat 6 in my house.
Only 6? We gotta pump it up 6A, man.
It's just they didn't ask me. That's the problem.
Then you should kill him.
Agreed.
Pand him up, please.
I'm laying hard. I don't know why.
Let's leave him down.
Take her now.
No, just leave it. We'll use it on something else.
Shuttle.
Thanks.
Maiden shield soon.
Good dodges on those shadow blades. Great job on the purples.
Touch of Sargeras. You better get this and then right on shield.
Shields up.
Big damage on
Gotta
shield.
punch harder. Come on. Shadow blades were really sloppy there, hurting ourselves. Let's go. Back on boss.
Battle res tank. After this.
Mid try.
Oh, I'm tiding.
Switch.
Maiden shield.
Good job.
Touch is going out.
Don't go in.
I didn't mean to do that. Sorry.
Maiden shield soon. Far left.
Got some late bloomers. Got to be on that shield a little quicker.
Back on loss.
Keep it up.
Trank die.
Heal.
Too much. Wipe it up. Send in lava.
Is this one in the corners?
Where is that right now? Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Release, you can race the res and beat him every time.
How much did he heal on that?
Look like 620.
So like 20%.
I think it was 18. It was more than 2 to 1.
Yeah, I mean, I knew I was figuring it was more than 2 to 1. I just knew it wasn't 1 to 1. I was just trying to
Yeah.
get an accurate percentage gauge of where we would have transitioned at. That would have been really good, actually.
Yeah, we were feeling really well. We just need to clean up a bit of the energy leaks. And that would have been an excellent 4-phase into transition because she would have died for the 4th shield. So great job on damage taken as well. Looks like we are continuing to clean up in positive manners. We can tell it's obvious that the DPS is no DPS, so let's be more defensive.
Hey, druids, let's try to get make sure we prep melee with a wild growth before Unbound Chaos. Just to try to help him out a little bit. Thanks. Alright, everyone's ready.
Great dodge across melee. Keep it up.
Maiden shield soon.
Touches. Shields up.
for those dodges.
Taunt on her.
Tiding this. Let's get Zalakan up, please.
After the explosion. Big 6.
Shield on Maiden.
Trank die. Is Zalakan here?
He died again.
Oh.
Big 6. Or sorry, dodges.
Maiden.
Let's go ahead and wipe.
Wipe.
Sand and perp.
Try to make it to the room, to the pylon. Oh, and fucking pulled me.
Is it worth getting any practice in on phase 2?
I honestly don't.
I mean, I don't
think
think
so. We had a lot of health on the boss. I think the mechanics are just sort of soft and rage. I think Dark Martin. I mean, not much really changed outside of just the tornadoes. I don't know. I feel like we've got it if we can just. I mean, our DPS looked really strong in that attempt too. We just got to piece it together. And we're getting like 65%ish by the second shield. I mean, that's huge. Make sure you get your Hellstones.
Runes.
Maiden shield soon.
Shields up.
Great timing. Keep punching. Great dodges again. Keep it up. It's looking clean.
Unbound Chaos works the same as Flame of Sargeras from Gul'dan, right? So you can do a box. Gives you significantly more room.
Maiden shield. Let's get it.
Coach, we can get
Maiden
Phantom up.
shield. Far right.
Keep punching. Very close. Next time, let's get a little better. Let's go ahead and bring Pandu up.
Tiding.
After explosion.
Switch tank.
I can't solo this one. Needs to get in.
Sorry, couldn't tell.
Maiden.
Too high. Let's go white.
Whenever we're soloing, there's a /S macro that we're spamming the whole time.
Yep.
So if you have your /S turned off to not be visible, you just did turn it on or something.
I just wasn't sure because you were the only one and I didn't know it was coming.
Yeah, that was just because it spawned right on top of my port, so I just ported right onto it. Like, if I'm soloing, I'll stand there and literally do this the whole time until everyone just ignores me.
Okay.
Why does he always hit me?
Do you owe tank tough money?
Are you
No,
the
but I think
biggest
I owe
threat in
another
melee?
apology.
The only
Tank tough apologized
Is
to
that a
Geekin.
tank swap issue, or was that just as was
Well,
in before the tank?
I mean,
Rupture.
the only time I run out like that is like for rupture. and then I ran back in. So I know it was at 4 minutes 18 seconds. I don't know.
There was a touch, no rupture on that one, which I think you also ran out for.
Were you trying to soak
No,
a touch?
I haven't tried to do that anymore.
Yes, I was in a touch when I died.
No, I'm asking if tank stepped out of melee range. Oh well, it's shouldn't be something that's happening.
All right, food buff defiled. Let's get back in it. Everyone's ready.
And are
Maiden shield soon.
Hellstones.
Wait. Stop DPS. This blows up.
One thing I noticed is when people are running out Unbound Chaos, some of the time they're running it over the tank who's tanking Maiden, and that's probably not a good idea.
Yeah, I'm thinking next time those abilities align, I'm just gonna drag Maiden away from the avatar, so to give everyone some breathing room from those detonations going off.
Yeah, because that one I know there's one ran over you, but it's like a few pulls ago I saw like 4 get ran over you.
Yeah, I took quite a few hits there.
Yeah, Doctor, we'll have you, if we get an overlap like that, where we're getting shield and we have an unbound, just go ahead and trank.
Cool.
Jeeves in the back.
Thank you, sir.
Kid, on that one, you got out, but then you were looking at me, so I hit my macro a few more times for good measure.
I turned around to be able to precast something on you.
Oh no, I know. I was just laughing when it happened. I was like, I doubt he's actually considering it.
Alright, everyone's ready, I think. Did we ready check? We did not.
We didn't.
Maiden shield.
On blades for melee, we're better than that. Better blades, keep it up.
Maiden shield soon. Let's get it.
Try.
That's a little too late now.
Yeah. Want to sum it up?
This is all up, please.
Maiden shield. We're going right.
This is going to be Unbound Chaos. So, Doctor, you're tranked this now.
Good job. Punch boss, get him low. We're gonna focus on energy leaks to make sure we get that force shield out. Reset your positioning. Plots on the right side. Shouldn't be there. We got about 50 seconds. If we're still up, we'll get Az up.
Maiden shield soon.
Touch. Let's get her down. Punch, punch, punch. Gotta get her through. Create a transition. We're gonna find a corner, head on a swivel.
Do you want someone up?
I don't think you can reach him, but Az is so. Dark marks are up.
Get one to melee. Get one to melee. Can't get both.
All the way to that next corner. Good looking.
Tom back.
Mark's top priority right now.
Hey, Zal, what's going on with Unbound Chaos, dude? You seem to dying a lot to it.
Let's go ahead and wipe it up.
Do you have your Hellstones right? You're using them on that? Roger that. Remember to use your defiled if you need to.
Hog. That was almost one shot.
Straight up.
Yep.
Maiden shield soon.
Shields up.
Too many deaths early. Stop DPS. Swipe it up. Stand in perp.
How many people do you need to soak a touch of Sargeras?
You can do it with just 2, but it gets you really, really low.
Yeah, I mean, no amount were the only ones soaking that last one. And it seemed like it might have killed a lot of people.
3, it should just like half health you.
Make sure you're fooding up.
I know it's a tight DPS check, guys, but we got to be moving quick for those unbounds.
Yep. No reason to be so heavily clumped as well. We're getting way too many overlaps. Melee's done a great job of making sure they're spread. Us range can't be outdone.
And remember, the Flame of Sargeras strat works a little better because it's that it disappears behind you, so you can just make like a circle. If you are comfortable with that kind of movement.
Strafing left and right works too.
Guys, careful.
Maiden shield soon.
Maiden.
Too many still hitting Maiden. Come on.
Maiden shield soon.
Unbound right after this.
I already used strength, so die.
No, we're good. Don't need to use it.
Okay.
Maiden shield soon. Let's get her.
Do you want hog up?
Yeah, it's gonna.
I can't reach him.
Do we need to kill Maiden?
Yes, but it's probably too late.
It is too late.
We want to
Bad
play
timing.
around phase 2?
Yeah, we can extend it. And just look for dark mark cleanup.
Oh, never mind. We got a bunch dead now.
Yeah, soaks will be terrible on this. Let's go ahead and stay in the lava. Wipe it up. All right, that'll do it for tonight. Great progress so far. Lots of learning, lots of cleanup, and lots of adjustments that folks have been making. Started from pretty rough and not knowing what a touch was at the beginning of tonight to fairly solid. Most folks are following mechanics pretty well. Per usual, some of the new and unusual stuff we will probably come back and one-shot it next week. But great night overall. This felt like true progression, and I appreciate the patience as we kind of worked out some kinks, had some lag, all that kind of fun stuff. Remember, BT tomorrow. Don't forget, sign up if you can. It helps us kind of pre-plan a bit if we need to roll in some alts, that kind of stuff.
It's all good, Zal. You know what to work on for next time. You're not the only one that was having issues with it, so.
Oh, yeah.
Crush, I'm gonna pull die down. So, we'll chat.
Okay. Probably listen mostly.
Alright, die. What's going on? Die, you there?